Hey, hello. This is your instructional video for mono prints for inspiration for your abstract sculpture. So to get started on the mono printing, first of all, if you've never done it, take a deep breath and get ready to have a lot of fun. Second of all, you're going to need some blue tape and a piece of the paper that I'm providing for your prints. And you're going to want to map out on your desk the size of your paper so you know where your paint should stop. So I've got you can take it all the way around if you want. I'm kind of lazy. So I can kind of see where my paint needs to go. And yes, you're going to put paint straight on your tabletop. You will. So I've got that mapped out. I've got a few sheets. You probably want a stack of like 10 or 12 when you get started. This is real lightweight, cheap paper, drawing paper, and it'll be fine. And we are using tempera paint in this. Now I hate tempera paint, but it's great for this purpose because it stays wet a little longer and it's super cleanable and it'll wipe up with a sponge pretty easy. So once you get your supplies, you've got your tape down, you've got some of the paper I showed you, you've got a variety of mark making tools and paintbrushes. And then you're going to go to the inspiration bowl or bucket. I don't know what it's going to be in, but I'll show it to you. And you're going to pick one word out of each bucket. And so you can't really see my words, can you? They're in pencil. This one says explosion, and this one says sunshine. So this is what I grabbed. This is what I got. So I'm going to make an abstract piece of art on my desk out of paint and just kind of go with the flow. And I'm allowed to hate everything I do, and you're allowed to hate it also. So I'm going to put my inspiration up here so I can see it, but out of the way. And then I'm going to choose my colors. So you're going to have to go over and choose your colors. I would say no more than 4 usually. And I'm going to put down some white first. I know it's going to feel super weird just putting paint right on the table, but it's okay. We're just treating our tabletop like it is a printing plate. So I'm just going to put some white paint there, and my prompt was sunshine explosion. So in doing this, what we're looking for is some original inspiration for our upcoming abstract sculpt. So I'm just letting those words kind of inspire the choices that I'm making. And you kind of have to work fast because you don't want your paint to dry on you. So I've got a few different colors here I'm working on. You notice I'm not filling up the entire space. I would like you to think about filling up the whole space when you are working. Now you can drag the paint around in any way that you want. You could use a toothpick to drag it around. You can use a paintbrush like I am using. And I am just thinking about that word explosion and trying to kind of use that as my inspiration here. And I am just playing around. Now our goal is to get just one really great print that is inspiring, that we can use the form in it to spring our sculpture going forward. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna add some more pink down here. Now, colors can mix, that's okay. My white's drying on me, so I need to maybe apply that thicker next time. And I think I want a line of yellow through what I've done. Oh, I really wish that was a better line. So I'm gonna just kind of pull that along. And maybe I hate what I've done. Maybe it takes me several prints before I get where I really like what I've made. And that's okay. That's okay. What we're hoping for is some original inspiration to guide that sculpt, as it needs to be non-objective, right? Okay, so let's go ahead and try this. Now, I can't just leave this in these paintbrushes, but my top priority is getting a pull of what I've done. So now I'm gonna take my paper, I'm gonna lay it down, and I've kind of got these, it's called a register. I can see where my paper should go. And then I'm gonna just gently burnish the back side. And you'll see the color coming through on the paper. And then you're going to peel it. And look at my hot mess, right? So I'm not loving what I've got there, but I can go ahead and do a ghost print, or I can add more to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a ghost print, which is a second off of the same thing. Oh, it slid on me, which means it's gonna be smeary. And if that happens, that's okay. Yeah, not loving that either. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that there, and I'm gonna add on to it. So I'm thinking, you know, how can I express explosion sunshine? The point isn't to be good. The point is to be free and non-objective. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like when I print it. So when your paint is too thick, it smears, smudges, and if it's too thin, it dries fast. So you kind of have to find that happy place. Now that's a much prettier print, right? So I've got maybe some really great form that I could work with on that one. That's great. I've got some stuff left here. You're just gonna walk your stuff to the drying rack as soon as you've got it pulled off so it doesn't get smeared. I also suggest putting your name and your inspiration words on your papers before you get started. So like I'm working on the series that's Sunshine Explosion right now. And if I want to go grab some different colors, I certainly am welcome to. I'm gonna just pull this into some star-like shapes. How do I know what to do? I don't. I'm just making it up. I'm just enjoying. Oh no, my paintbrush fell apart. I hope that doesn't happen to you. I'm just enjoying the art making process. I'm being non-objective, right? These kind of look like stars, but when I smash them, they might not. The poor paintbrush. This is his death date. He's going in the trash can. Poor little guy. Maybe this one goes all in the same direction. Don't want to get too stagnant, right? And then I'm gonna bring some white and maybe give myself like the suggestion of a horizon line. So the idea is that you spend the entire class making, the entire class trying and printing and seeing what you can come up with. And you will probably surprise yourself. It might not be the first one you do. It might not be the 10th one you do. It might be the 35th. And that's okay. We're just going to accept what comes to us. So this is a good day to get lost in the joy of making for the sake of making. Okay, so I've got something going on here. We don't know. Sometimes things look like trash when you put it on the table, and then when you print it, you're like, whoa, I'm a genius. So we're just gonna burnish the back side of this paper like this, and then we'll peel it up. Now, when you feel that you have done everything you can with that inspiration that you have been working with, then go ahead and go pull some new inspiration, label some new papers, and get some different colors going. So I feel like I could probably do one more. I'm kind of digging this right here. I'm going to just do some dots. I tried to buy enough paint that you can have it like at your table, but be kind, be generous, and share with each other. And yes, you will have to clean the tabletop when you're done, but it's very washable, so it should be okay. And just because mine's going horizontal, if you would prefer to work vertically, you can. And then when you make your print, you can also choose to think more vertically. So I'm still thinking about Sunrise Explosion. So if your paintbrush gets so dirty that you're not happy working with it, you can grab another one. But this is kind of quick work, right? So we don't want to spend a bunch of time at the sink while our paint is on the tabletop drying on us. Ooh, I really flung that paint there. I might be having too much fun. Okay, so really try not to judge. Just like let whatever it is you're choosing to do be, and accept it, and it's okay to hate it, right? Okay, so I'm going to be a good example. I'm going to write on my paper here down on the corner, Ches.